Hey guys, how you doing? Ron Raymond here from the Raymond Report with your free NHL hockey previews and predictions today for Thursday. It is March 14th. Hope you're having yourself a good start to your Thirsty Thursdays. As always, don't forget, subscribe to our channel by tapping that notification bell in the top right-hand corner, or hit the subscribe button below this video if you're using a mobile device. Today's podcast is brought to you by the Raymond Report Sports Betting Tip Sheet. Come and learn about the fundamentals of sports handicapping by learning more about value, percentage play, performance cycles, player availability, and we use a strict money management system. Come and learn the 5 golden rules of sports betting. All you got to do is go to the website, go to learn, go to the Raymond Report system, and come and read this article for free today at atsstats.com. All right, you know what? Looking at the games last night with the computer picks, we went 2-2 straight up, 2-2 against the puck line, 3-1 with the over-under. So we did a pretty good job last night. In fact, over our last 100 release, and I think we go back here to March 29th, we are hitting over 62% straight up on the straight up forecast, 51 on the puck line, 53 against the over-under. So you know what? We'll take it with a grain of salt right now, and we'll come and kick the tires. Test it out today. atsstats.com. Computer picks right here at atsstats.com. All right, let's get to your NHL selections today. We've got a lot of games tonight in the Bettman circuit. So let's go to computer picks, NHL, and let's see what we got on tap first. Game on the board. Yeah, we got a dandy. We got the Florida Panthers taking on the Carolina Hurricanes. Now, the Canes coming off a 1-0 loss. That was like a playoff-type game against the Rangers the other night. While Florida, what a comeback win. They were down 3-1 in that game. They came back to win in the third. 4-3 was the final. Panthers are looking really good. I saw them play in January in Florida. Man, this team is they're never behind. If they are behind, they're never out of it. I mean, they're never out of a game, and they got some firepower on that team. All right, so Carolina 123 favorite tonight against Tkachuk and company. Hey, his brother Brady plays here in Ottawa, and 5.5 is the total. And we're going to lean with Carolina on this one, 3.1 to 2.5. The over/under at 5.62. So we do have this game going over the total. Florida riding a 2-game win streak. They're 8-2 straight up in their last 10, while the Carolina Hurricanes 6-4 straight up, but 8-2 to the under in their last 10 contests. All right, Sid the Kid and company losing here in Ottawa the other night, 2-1 in overtime against the Senators. They're a minus 303 favorite tonight against the Sharks. 6.5 is the total. We're going to lean with Sid the Kid and company. 3.8 to 2.6, the over-under at 6.49. So we do like this game to stay under the total. Looking at the technicals for both these teams, San Jose, struggling. 1-9 straight up in their last 10, while Pittsburgh also struggling, 3-7. And we'll see how much longer that big unit in Pittsburgh is going to stay together with Malcolm and Crosby. All right, Buffalo Sabres, big win the other night against the Detroit Red Wings. You know what? That was a big win. 7-3 was the final in that one. The Islanders losing 3-0 to the Kings on the West Coast. Now they're back on the East Coast on the road, though, in Buffalo tonight. Minus 106 is the line for the Sabres, so basically a pick 'em line. 5.5 is the total. And we're going to lean with the road team in this one, the Islanders. 2.9 to 2.8, the over-under at 5.78. So we do like this game to go over the total. Buffalo riding a 2-game win streak. They are 7-3 on the puck line, so something you might want to consider. It could be a little chalky, though. And 3-7 to the under, while the Islanders, they're Patrick Roy's got these guys rolling right now. 7-3 straight up, 7-3 on the puck line, 6-4 when it comes to the over-under. And I did have New York at minus 198 in my value index. So you know what? Islanders could be a nice value play here tonight. All right, Detroit taking on the Arizona Coyotes, who are not doing too well, but last game, a 4-1 loss to the Wild. Well, Detroit, they got spanked against Buffalo. 7-3 was the final in that one. And we're going to lean with the team that's a minus 154 chalk at home. That is Detroit. 3.7 to 3.4, the over-under at 7.22. So we got a touchdown being scored tonight in Detroit. And it's not the Lions, it's the Red Wings. So we have it going over the total of 6.5. Arizona 3-7 in their last 10, while Detroit is 4-6. Had the Red Wings at minus 160 on my value index, so you're getting fair market value if you like Detroit tonight. All right, the game of the night will be played at the Amalie Arena in Tampa Bay, where the Lightning are going to be a minus 112 favorite against the Rangers. 6.5 is the total, and we're going to lean with T-Bay in this one. 3.5 to 2.8, the over-under is 6.39. So we do like this game to stay under the total. And looking at the chance of winning straight up, does favor the Lightning at 63.9. The last 3 games for the Bolts have gone over the total, while the last 3 for the Rangers have gone under. New York is on a 3-game straight up and ATS win streak. All right, Original 6 Classic tonight at the Bell Center in La Belle Province of Quebec. And you can see Boston a minus 204 favorite. 5.5 is the total. And we're going to lean with the Bruins in this one. 3.1 to 2.9, the over-under at 6.06. So we do like this game to go over the total. And looking at the chance of winning, yeah, going to go with the Bees here. 55% compared to 46.4 for the Habs, who won their last game 3-0 against the Blue Jackets. Montreal's last 3 games have gone under the total, while the Boston Bruins, yeah, they're struggling just a bit here at 4-6 straight up in their last 10 games. All right, the Ottawa Senators taking on the Columbus Blue Jackets. Sens winning 2-1 in overtime against the Penguins the other night here in Ottawa. And the Blue Jackets, they are off a 3-0 loss to the Montreal Canadiens. And looking at Ottawa, we have minus 123 as the line. Had them at minus 169. Wow, so big difference in the line value. So be careful tonight. Columbus, though, you know, they're a tricky team when it comes to the puck line. So just saying, something you might want to consider with Columbus on the puck line. But we got the Sens winning 3.5, 2.7, the over-under, 6.21. But we do got Columbus covering the puck line. And we do have that game going under the total tonight at the Nationwide Arena. Hey, for those about to rock, we salute you. Every time they score a goal, the cannons go off. Kind of like that. All right, Toronto Maple Leafs taking on the Philadelphia Flyers. The Leafs off a 3-2 win. That was 4 nights ago. Wow, they've been on a 4 days rest. So, you know, Toronto's going to be nice and rested tonight. And I think Tortorella's suspended for this one. So we'll see who's behind the bench for the the Flyers tonight in Philadelphia at the Wells Fargo Center. Hey, the Kiko power play. And minus 123 is the line. 6.5 is the total. And we're going to lean with the Buds in this one. That's Toronto. 3.6 to 2.7. The over-under at 6.39. And we're going to give Toronto a 64.9% chance of winning. And you know what? The Leafs have been on a really good roll. In fact, if you go to ATSstats.com, I was a little surprised. Their last 14 games, what I did is I did a report on the top teams' last 14 games. Look at the Leafs. They are 11-3 the last 14. I was a little bit surprised, but they did have that run, remember? So, yeah, so Toronto, 4-game under streak, while the Flyers, 5-5 straight up in their last 10 games. And we'll see who's going to win tonight, and we'll see if the Flyers will be on that Kiko power play. All right, Anaheim taking on the Minnesota Wild. The Wild minus 286 is the line. 6.5 is the total. And we're going to lean with Mini in this one. 3.7 to 3.2, the over-under at 6.96. So we do like this game to go over the total. And the last 2 games for the Minnesota Wild have been victories. Yeah, nice 4-1 win over the Arizona Coyotes. While Anaheim's, yeah, they got taken out behind the woodshed against the Chicago Blackhawks. 7-2 was the final. Never want to lose by 5 goals. Anaheim on a 3-game losing streak. All right, hey, the game of the night. Another game of the night will be at the American Airlines Arena in Dallas, where the Stars are going to be a 182 favorite against the New Jersey Devils. And looking at the final forecast here, we got 3.58 for Dallas, 2.85 for the Devils, the over-under at 6.43. So we do have it going under the total. Hey, Dallas coming off that big letdown game. They a meltdown, not letdown, a meltdown. That was a meltdown against the Florida Panthers. They had a 3-1 lead in the playoff in the third period, and then they lost 4-3. And you know what? Remember that game, because this is playoff type hockey right now. And when you lose those type of games, there's a lingering effect that happens and follows that team. So I just hope that game against Florida doesn't affect the psyche of the Dallas Stars, but we'll see what happens here tonight. Devils, though, they got to start finding their A game again. They're a sea bearish team now. Look at that, 31-34. They're one of the top teams in the Eastern Conference, maybe before Christmas, but not now, because they're on a 2-game losing streak, and their last 3 games have gone under the total. All right, VGK going to be in Calgary tonight in Alberta, taking on the Calgary Flames. Now, the Golden Knights going to be a 147 favorite in this one. 6.5 is the total, and we're going to go with the Golden Knights. 3.8 to 3.1, the over-under. 6.94, so we do have this game going over the total. And for the Calgary Flames, they better start getting some goaltending, because their last 8 games have gone over the total, and the Golden Knights now on a 2-game win streak. All right, Seattle Kraken taking on the Washington Capitals. Capitals got pummeled last night in Edmonton. 7-2 was the final, and the Seattle Kraken, they lost their last game 5-4 against the Vegas Golden Knights. That was 2 nights ago, and tonight they're a 156 favorite. 5.5 is the total, and we're going to lean with the Kraken in this one. 3.1 to 2.6, the over-under at 5.74. There you have it. That is your REM report today for a Thirsty Thursday, March 14th. And we'll be back here on a Friendly Friday. As always, shop for value, play those percentages. I'll see you back shortly with another REM report.